Call Loimla, Alhayanao Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, Wamalakia, by Hashem, Harawat, Wakakudash, Rakathum, the water by Babal, Wakwam Yasharala. Double honor to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone who teach us daily, and to the men out there teaching a light-wise doctrine and say Shalom. Today we're going to get into a video where as Trump, him and his antics, he managed to get himself banned from Greenland. And for pretty good reason, too, because the world is tired of Edomites. That's what it boils down to. The world is tired of Edom. The world is tired of Esau and all this shit. That's why they are not wanted. Matter of fact, when the Vice President J.D. Vance went to Greenland, he was not received very well. Matter of fact, they said, America, just leave us alone. Just go. Just get the hell out of here. And that goes back to the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 2. Behold, Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. And it's Esau's nature, man. Don't nobody want to deal with Esau because, number one, you don't know when he gonna decide to lie on you. And it's the thing with all these other nations as well, because when it gets to the point that nobody can no longer trust what you say or do, natural instinct, you go into self-preservation. All these nations are backing off because you cannot be trusted. So yeah, I said it a long time ago. I said, y'all better watch out for Esau. I said this one last video I made about Greenland. Like, y'all better watch the United States, because if they're talking about you, they're thinking about you. And if they thinking about you, they're thinking about how to take your shit. And what? And y'all seen, soon as J.D. Vance went over there, and he was unwelcome, he came back, what the first thing he did? He started lying on Greenland. See? Don't nobody want to deal with a childish ass liar. And we so happy that the Lord is going to do away with the nation of Edom, because don't nobody want y'all around no more. And as far as this April 5th protest, let the Edomites handle their own shit. You're an Israelite, you so-called black or brown, Latinos, Native Americans or Mexicans, Hispanics, sit y'all asses down, because Esau waiting on a chance to lie on you. He's waiting on a chance to set you up and make you the problem. When the world is seeing who is the problem and who has always been the problem. These lying ass, thieving ass, murdering ass Edomites. So let's go ahead and get into the video real quick. The name of this video is Trump Gets Banned from Greenland After Shocking Speech Minutes Ago. Now, this happened, I think, earlier in the week, but I'm pretty sure it's still valid. I'm not going to play all this video. I'm going to play the first few minutes of it so you can get the gist of it. And when I play this video, I want y'all to listen to this man's language. Not this man on the screen, but I want you to listen to Trump's language and how he references Greenland. And how he just got to have it, got to have it, got to have it. Let's go.
U.S. ambassador to Denmark under President Obama. Ambassador, great to have you with us. President Trump's interest in Greenland is nothing new. He's talked about taking over this territory since 2019, but he's really been ramping it up lately in his second term. Here he was just yesterday when he was asked if the people of Greenland wanted to be U.S. citizens. Watch.
I don't know. I don't think they're uneager, but I think that we have to do it, and we have to convince them, and we have to have that land, because it's not possible to properly defend a large section of this earth, not just the United States without it. So we have to have it, and I think we will have it.
Y'all heard that? Did y'all hear that? Same old covetous man. Nothing's changed. Yeah, you the Edomites that the Bible speaks of. And this is the thing that got me. They're trying to blame this on what it is, security. You cannot believe that lie because these people don't give a fuck about you. Anybody who leaves their border wide open for 4 years don't give a fuck about no security. I don't care if it was Biden and Harris. They work for the same people. He talking about he got to have the land. That's only one problem. People are already there. See, this is a repeat of when they came to America and stole the land. And I promise you, they are willing to murder to get it again. Edomite nature never changed. The bloody man. No empathy, no integrity, no dignity, no compassion, no remorse. Just a murderous red-ass animal. And the Lord is about to put these bitches down. Let's go to the book of Sirach. Chapter 10, verse 9. Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. For such as one setteth his own soul to sell, because while he liveth to cast away his bowels. Yeah, Trump sold y'all out. He sold his soul to millionaires, to billionaires. He don't give a fuck about you people. When are you going to understand that? A few more minutes of this play.
Your thoughts when you hear that?
Oh gosh, so many things, Anna, and it does trigger me. I'll be completely honest with you here. I say this, look, Donald Trump and JD Vance are quickly learning what happens when you systematically and over again disparage our best allies on the planet. And that is the single reason why the JD Vance would have been protested had he gone to Nuuk or Ilulissat or any one of the other larger cities in Greenland. Let's remember what we're talking about here. This is obviously, Greenland is part of the Kingdom of Denmark. They're a very proud people. They will always want a closer relationship with the United States. This is something
I doubt that. See, Edomites can't tell the truth for shit. They can't. All those people in Greenland pretty much said to hell with the United States. Just like Canada said to hell with the United States because these liars cannot be trusted. Look at this grown-ass liar. They used to get your ass whooped when you was kids for lying. They still lie because it's in their blood. Lying to them is just like breathing.
Me and my embassy worked on during my tenure, but not just Democratic administrations, not just Republican administrations. There is a way to bring the United States and Greenland closer together, but this, consistently going after the Danes, calling them not a good ally, being told directly by the Greenlanders, please don't come, and then coming anyway. All of these tactics are just fundamentally disrespectful. So can you blame the Danes? Can you blame the Greenlanders for wanting to protest, to rise up, when they are, like the gentleman you just had on said, feel like they're being bullied in this situation? They love.
Yeah, that's all the United States know. They don't know empathy. They don't know how to live and let live. That's why these Edomites going to be done away with. So people can finally live and let live. So when the Lord removes this cancer from the earth, people will be able to live in peace. And ain't got to worry about no red-ass liars coming to try to take their shit. We can come out of this. As soon as he got back to the United States, lied on them folks. It's going to be so wonderful when y'all are gone. So wonderful. Book of Sirach, chapter 10. Verse 2, as the judge of the people, so is Salakia, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all that dwell therein. Everybody in the White House is a liar because Trump is a liar. He has to have liars around him. He has to have people that's bought and paid off. He don't want nobody around him that's going to tell on him. That's why he gutted all those federal employees. Most of them was investigating Elon Musk. Keep going. Verse 7, pride is hateful before Yahweh and man, and by both doth one commit iniquity. Verse 8, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. That's how they got this kingdom, and this is how they're going to lose it. Now let's go to chapter 12. Verse 3, there can no good come to him that is always occupied in evil, nor to him that giveth no alms. Because it's the Lord's time to come back now. All that little bullshit that Edomites do, they enjoy their wickedness. Y'all ain't got but a short period of time to get all that shit out y'all system. Verse 12. Verse 10, never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rust, so is his wickedness. That word never is there for a reason. Verse 12, set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Never let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. Don't trust him. Don't believe shit he say. Because the shit he say and the shit he do does not line up. Fuck what they saying, watch what they do. Look at all the lies that came out this man's mouth, Trump's mouth. He gonna lower prices. He gonna do away with all the wars. Yeah, that's what he said. But what is he doing? Destroying the economy. Setting this country up for gradual inflation. Slowly dissolving ties with allies. So now you can't believe shit he says, because what he says and what he does are two different things. And y'all stupid enough to go along with it, believe in his life. Well, you go ahead. This is chapter 12, Sirach, verse 16. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. Yeah, all these little bullshit, little boy ass tactics. That's what the world tired of. All the bullshit from Esau, pretty much. Verse 17. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee every time. And the allies are finding this out right now of NATO, that the United States cannot be trusted. Look at what they're doing to their so-called allies. Chapter 13, verse 4, if thou be for his profit, he will use thee. But if thou have nothing, he will forsake thee. You see how he forsaken all the broke people. He only care about the rich. Them the only asses he kissing. Verse 5, if thou have anything, he will live with thee. Yeah, he will make thee bear and not be sorry for it. Has history not shown us this about Esau? Verse 6, if he have need of thee, he will deceive thee and smile upon thee and put thee in hope. He will speak thee fair and say, what wantest thou? Trying to bribe you. That's why this man legalized bribery. Again. Let's keep going. about the covetous and the envious. This is chapter 14, verse 5 in the book of Sirach, still in Sirach. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in all his goods. First he took Gad's land. Now he going after other Edomites' land. He going after the Northern Kingdom land down in Panama. He going up north. Edomites, Canadians, taking their shit. See, that's why all these nations with nukes, they're gonna aim all them bitches right at the United States, and we can't wait. Verse 7. Verse 6. There is none worse than he that envieth himself, and this is a recompense of his wickedness. He want other white people shit. Envious, a little boy. Verse 7. And if he do it good, he would do it unwillingly, and at the last he would declare his wickedness every time. Verse 8. The envious man have a wicked eye. He turneth away his face and despiseth men. That's Trump all day. Verse 9. A covetous man's eye is not satisfied with his portion. He want it all, but everything ain't enough for this bastard. He turneth away his face and despiseth men. Oh, Salaki, verse 9. The covetous man's eye is not satisfied with his portion, and the iniquity of the wicked drieth up his soul. You can't be satisfied. That's why it's going to come to a point where all the nations going to say, you know what? They got to go. We got to get rid of their ass. That's the only way anybody going to have peace. Anybody. Look how he turned on his allies. Ain't nobody getting peace while Esau is in rulership, because that's the fuck boy the Lord made. Now let's go to book of Jeremiah. Saw how he come with all that nice shit first. Oh yeah, we want to make y'all the 51st state. Yeah, I love Canada, all this shit. They told you straight up no. You should have left it alone at that. But instead, what did you do? You resorted to little boy tactics. You tried to make them bite on the carrot before you come with the stick. Edomite 101. They still ain't buying it. Matter of fact, I'm glad they told you to get the fuck out of there when you went to Greenland. J.D. Vance. Jeremiah chapter 13, verse 23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil. That's not possible. Esau cannot do good, so no. Let his history speak for him. Now let's go to where we are. Jeremiah chapter 49. Verse 7, concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? The answer is yes. They never had wisdom. Because you know why? The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, roughly paraphrasing the scripture. Verse 10, but I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, and his neighbor, and he is not. Because he the one doing the stealing. We got to have the land. No, you ain't got to have shit, because what you say why you need it is based on a lie. You just want it because you covetous and you wicked and you don't want nobody to have shit. That's why the Lord is going to get rid of you, homie. Book of John chapter 10, verse 10, red letter Lord Yahushua speaking. The thief cometh not but for to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life and that they might have it more abundantly. So the Lord is coming back to get rid of Esau so the Israelites can have life and have it more abundantly. after his ass goes into captivity. And the world can't wait, because the world tired of your punk ass. Just making life a living hell for everybody just because you can, just because you want to. Oh, the Lord got something special for your red ass. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 12, if a ruler hearkens to lies, all his servants are wicked. And y'all still ain't figured that out yet. Still voting for the so-called voting for these people. Let's go to the book of 2nd Ezra. Okay, here we go. 2nd Ezra chapter 11. Verse 40. And the fourth came and overcame all the beasts that were past, and had power over the world with great fearfulness, and over the whole compass of the earth with much wicked oppression. And so long time dwelt he upon the earth with much deceit. Sound about right? Look at his history. Fuck what he said. 2nd Ezra chapter 8, verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the earth, because they have walked in great pride. You know, we gotta have it, so we just gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? Kind of shit is that to say? People already live there. How you gonna just take something? See, that's why the Lord is gonna get rid of their punk ass. So ain't nobody gonna have to worry about this bullshit no more. Now I promise you, if another nation said that about the United States, they rallying all the troops. They bombing. But they expect you to be understanding while they just take your shit. Unfit to rule. Children. Book of Deuteronomy. Chapter 32. Verse 28, for they are a nation void of counsel, neither is there any understanding in them. That's why all the other nations backing away from this bitch, because ain't no understanding here. Esau gonna act like he don't understand until he gets his way. That's how he play the game. He'll pretend like he don't know. He don't care about what you want. He gonna pretend like what you want ain't important. He gonna pretend like he don't understand nothing but what he wants. That's how he gonna get a missile up his ass. Just like Trump, he pretended that he didn't understand how tariffs work till he got his way. The book of Proverbs, chapter 16. We can start at 14. Frowardness is in his heart. What is frowardness? Difficult to get along with. He deviseth mischief. Continually he soweth discord. So he always dividing people. Verse 16. These 6 things doth the Lord hate, yet 7 are an abomination unto him. Verse 17. A proud look, a lying tongue, a hands that shed innocent blood. Verse 18, a heart that devises wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief. Verse 19, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. This man is guilty of all that plus some. Look how much discord he sowed between the allies. That's why don't nobody want nothing to do with the United States, because you got a bunch of fuck boys running it. And people don't like fuck boys. At least we don't. The book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Verse 5, yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desires hell, and is as deaf and cannot be satisfied. But gather unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Who that sound like? Like I said, fuck what they say, watch what they do. Let their history speak for them. Verse 12, woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establish a city by iniquity. That's how they want to establish Canada. In Greenland. In the Panama Canal, by bloodshed. That's all they know. So the Lord is going to get rid of this cancer. First Timothy chapter 6, verse 4. He is proud, knowing nothing, but doubting about questions and strifes of words, wherefore cometh envy, strife, railings, evil surmisings. Verse 5, perverse disputings of men of corrupt minds and destitute of the truth, supposing that gain is godliness, from such withdraw thyself. That's what the nations are doing. Trump thinks gain is godliness. And what did the scripture say? From such withdraw thyself. They backing off. Bruh, you dangerous. That's why. Oh, we can go to verse 10 too. This is why Trump is doing this. He done sold his soul to billionaires. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. Trump just don't know. He don't know he gonna be one of the first fruits of slavery, for one. And number two, he just don't know his own people gonna beat his ass. We ain't gonna have to touch Trump. We ain't gonna have to touch none of these lying ass politicians. Their own people gonna beat their ass. And we just gonna be sitting in the cut with the popcorn, skinning and grinning, your how ratazar, telling on y'all asses. Think Elon Musk ran that way, bro. Go get him. Think we ain't? Yeah, your people gonna be the first ones to shoot, because violence is the answer for everything with these people. So that's why we chilling. April 5th, if you're Israelite, stay your ass out from down there. And that includes ISUBK. I know y'all ain't gonna do it because y'all flock to shit like this just to get the ministry blamed. Stay y'all black asses at home and out the way. Because you know, as soon as they see your ass, they gonna make it violent. And they gonna lie on you. Stay your asses at home. Let these Edomites fight for their own shit. For once. Go to the book of Micah, chapter 2. Verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. So they do it just because they want to, just because they're able. Not because it's the right or wrong thing to do. They're just bored. Imagine having so much power, you just bored out your mind. That's why dumb shit entertains the rich. Verse 2, and they covered fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. This motherfucker want to take countries. But you can't take care of the one that you in right now. You running that into the ground. You think these people gonna want to come up under Trump punk ass? No, because they see what he's doing to the United States. They don't want their country to end up like this shithole of a country. Verse 3, therefore thus said the Lord, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, for the time is evil. Lord said, y'all ain't getting out of this. He got y'all asses in the trick bag. Deuteronomy. Verse 30, chapter 32. Verse 28, for they are a nation void of counsel. Neither is there any understanding in them. That's why these other nations said, nah, we can't fuck with you, bro. You reckless. You childishly reckless and dangerous. And you are jeopardizing those countries' relationships with each other. Esau's a shit starter. He's a liar. Every time you come around, shit star. There's never no peace. This man does not know peace. Let's go get it, Isaiah. Chapter 59. Verse 6, their web shall not become garments, neither shall they cover themselves with their works. Their works are works of iniquity, and the act of violence is in their hands. Verse 7, their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed innocent blood. Their thoughts are thoughts of iniquity. Wasting and destruction are in their paths. That's the only solution they know. Violence, death, destruction. Those are the only three solutions they have to any problem. Death, violence, destruction. Verse 7, their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed innocent blood. Their thoughts are thoughts of iniquity. Wasting and destruction are in their paths. That's why everywhere Edomite goes, somebody dies. Verse 8, the way of peace they know not, and there is no judgment in their goings. They have made them crooked paths. Whosoever go therein shall not know peace. That's why anybody who try to deal with the United States ends up regretting it and wish they had not fucked with these people because they cannot be trusted. It's as simple as that. And if you try to trust them, you setting yourself up to get fucked. And you ain't got nobody to blame but yourself. Revelation chapter 11, verse 18. And the nations were angry. Yep. And thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they shouldest be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. So who been destroying the earth for the past 200, almost 250 years since they came into power? Babylon. The biggest terrorist this planet has ever seen. But they're allowing other nations to call them a terrorist in a minute. But who actually has been doing the terrorizing? Look at their history. Fuck what they say. Look at what they do. Proverbs chapter 21. Verse 10, the soul of the wicked desire evil. His neighbor findeth no favor in his eyes. See? That's why they backing off. Because these other nations can see that the United States don't give a fuck. That's why they backing off. Verse 7, the robbery of the wicked shall destroy them because they refuse to do judgment, righteous judgment. They are not righteous rulers. Stop expecting the wicked to be righteous. It's not going to happen. Now let's go to the book of Isaiah chapter 24. See what's going to happen to all these elites. Verse 21. And it shall come to pass in that day, future prophecy, that the Lord shall punish the hosts of the high ones that are on high and the kings of the earth upon the earth. Verse 22. They shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit and shall be shut up in the prison. And after many days shall they be visited. You're going into captivity. The first fruits of slavery, the richest people on this planet are going to be the first slaves. It's going to be the fastest case of sugar to going from sugar to shit you ever seen. And it can't come quick enough because the world tired of your bitch ass, even your woman. She hates your guts. That's why she all up under Jake. Can't wait to get away from your red line thieving ass. Call all you lala hay now Yahweh about Shimmy Hawashai Hamashiach Wamalaki about Hashem Hara Wapakak Wadash Baraka Thumb the water Bible Bar Wakwam Yasharala. Shalom.